Okay, just a short little stream today. I got a few minutes. Why the heck not? This is something I wanted to do. Wait, I should turn it off. Hello! You're the camera now. I'll never remember that. So welcome Cliff and Pescando to Friendly Familiar Faces. How you guys doing? And we have Jocelyn joining and Joshua. Hello. And I just wanted to finish up just one little thing. I've been doing up thumbnails for I need to redo my demo reel. And what better way to redo my demo reel than to redo the animation in the beginning, since I've never really liked it. Since I've got time, there's no real deadline or rush, I can do something a little more fun. So it's going to be perhaps too long of a sequence. I have to maybe rethink this. Cough button. Oh, I sort of have a mute. I'm gonna cough now. Can you hear? I need to remember to do that from now on. Ah, Mr. Gray, good to see you. And welcome back, Katharni and Sophia. So yeah, in a future stream I'm going to be showing how I lay out poses for this demo reel intro animation. And before I do something, if I have time, I like to rough out some thumbnails. So these are the thumbnails for that, but you didn't come here for thumbnail. For Mewsette. Or maybe you didn't come here for Mewsette, because you're just nice people, and you're just like, hey, she's a crazy person. I just want to go keep her company. Oh my gosh, Pescando donated Super Chat. Oh my gosh. Freddy from Scooby-Doo as Kay from Blade Runner wearing a cool jacket with wool trim. Oh my god. That is... Oh, let me read that Super Chat better. Wearing a cool jacket with wool trim, pistol in hand, ascot optional. Well, if it's Freddy, the ascot is definitely mandatory. Good luck. Oh, no. Pescando, I will draw that for you. I will draw that for you. I'll get the sketch live. This isn't a total request session, but Pescando was having trouble the last time, and I want to make sure that you get what you want. Because that was a very nice donation. Let me go to my total request section. This is just a special case. I'm going to see if I can just do a quick, sketch up and then maybe finish it nicely later on. But I will never balk at somebody accidentally super chatting money at me. So let's see, Freddy, Scooby-Doo. And also you guys might notice that this is the music I originally wanted to play for all of my streams, just old grandma, grandpa jazz. And I'm taking a chance because I found that this is definitely public domain and free to use. It's Ted Weems and his orchestra, and nobody remembers them. So here's hoping this doesn't get flagged. But okay, here we got Freddy. Fred Runner. I'm gonna call this Blade Runner. Okay, what was the rest? K from Blade Runner 2049. Okay. K Blade Runner 2049. I didn't see it, but everybody said it was really good. Okay, oh, isn't this nice? Somebody has the jacket, so I can see what that looks like. Oh, this is nice. Somebody just made these little cheat sheets for what the costume looks like. Bad ass, and the gum. Oh, sometimes the internet is so cool. Okay, so Pescando, check this out. This is the reference that I pulled. Do you approve? Is this, because I'm not familiar with Blade Runner, is this what you were going for? Let's check the chat. And Nicholas is here. Hey, Nick. And Josh said, yeah, listening to some Ukulele Ike, eh? No, this isn't Ukulele Ike. It's obviously Ted Weems. Obviously. Sounds like Cliff Edwards, though. Everybody sang like this back in the 20s, though. And, ooh, welcome, Darren. Nick says, like, Scooby Snacks in the Rain. And Strange Wasabi, awesome name, says, am I taking art requests this stream? No, I'm not. This was just supposed to be about drawing Mewsette, but Pescando accidentally sent me $25, and I know they were trying real hard to send me cash the last time, so I don't want to disappoint them. And welcome, Cherry Blossom. And on Periscope, cool, D-Man the Captain, also a cool name. Wow, that's a show right there. Strange Wasabi and D-Man the Captain. That sounds like they fight some crime. So, did I miss... Yeah, Pescando, let me know if this reference is good. And then I will do a sketch based on that. And in the meantime, I will do my Mewsette stuff. So, Mewsette is super, super cute. I want to do just a really cute drawing that looks more on model than the one I did in the request stream a couple days ago. But I want her to look really elegant and really French. And Darren says, just watched The Breadwinner the other night. Have you seen it? Yes, I have. It was beautiful. I don't know if I ever want to see it again, though, because it was hard to watch. It's just one of those things that's just... It's such an important movie. I wish that it had gotten more attention. But it's Cartoon Saloon. Definitely doing something different. So Mewsette has sort of a fluffier body than I gave her. I think I made her too kitteny. I put all the angles in the wrong places. And let's give her some clearance between her tail. And her body. Let's knock this down a little bit. This is a huge canvas, so I can afford to be a little bit smaller here. You know, I kind of like, even though it's not on model, I really like this sort of French neckerchief. It just looks so French to me. Yeah. Yeah, Darren agrees. It was hard to watch, but so good. It was very good. And I love how they knew it was difficult subject matter. a very difficult story. So I love how they peppered in the very lighthearted, not, I wouldn't say lighthearted, by comparison, a lighthearted and colorful fairy tale all throughout the film. I think it really needed that, and it was a very wise and thoughtful thing to do. Just remembering that they're still making a children's movie, but they really pushed the boundaries of what a children's movie could be and could be about. And compared to like the constant nattering and screaming of most children's films these days, it was amazing to see a film that took its subject matter seriously and its audience seriously. I think everybody should watch it once. But it was hard to watch. It was very hard to watch. It made me weep. And the thing is, there's a happy ending, but if you think about it, you're like, oh crap, what are they gonna do now? Where are they gonna go? And I kind of want to see a sequel where they, make it out of Afghanistan or something, and the dad recovers and everything's fine. Oh my god. I'm having these terrible flashbacks to that movie. Aww, Cherry Blossom says, I'm watching Mewsette with my grandma. How sweet. You're French too. Well, then I will try not to pepper in the few French words that I know, so as not to embarrass myself. But I was rather proud of my little pun. Like, come in and let's chat. Because it's chat, but like spelled out, just looks like a chit chat, but chat is French for, never mind, I'll leave. So I love her tiny little muzzle here. It's very Chuck Jones to make this tiny mouth with the big cheeks. It is definitely an element that I incorporate, steal a lot. Yeah, I don't think I need the underlying drawing anymore. So, is Pescando still with us? Yeah. Well, I'll finish Mewsette and then I'll sketch up the K drawing. Fred Runner. That's what I decided to call it. Freddy Runner. And she's got these whiskers. I'll have them whisk up. I never draw cats with up whiskers. And she's French, so she has updos. That's how I totally think of France in terms of 1950s animation stereotypes. There's no escaping it. So all the women, they have their hair up high, and everyone wears berets and striped shirts. In my imagination. And these little neckerchief things. Apologies, Cherry. And, ooh, welcome Phil and Bunny in the Moon. And Andrew, welcome back. And Katharni says, what was the name of the movie? Didn't catch it. We were talking about The Breadwinner. It's the third movie from Cartoon Saloon. I believe it is still on Netflix. And every time I see the icon, I get sad. Because it's just too beautiful and sad and important. I think, what must it be like to make a movie that actually says something? And I can't remember if it was nominated for an Academy Award when it came out. What won instead of it. Yeah, somebody look that up. See if Breadwinner was nominated for anything. And Mr. Gray says, you know what they say, Joe, good artists copy, great artists steal. Yeah, then I'm aiming to be great. And D-Man, the captain, says, here's a question. What are your thoughts on the film Gay Paris as a whole? Well, I think it has the most beautiful musical score of just about any animated film. I'm a big fan of Judy Garland, and I could listen to Robert Goulet all day. Just delicious singing, just delicious, so good. Just my ears can't get enough of it. And the song "Little Drops of Rain" is one of my favorite songs. Harold Arlen, who wrote music for The Wizard of Oz, he wrote Over the Rainbow. He was brought on to do the songs for Gay Paris at Judy Garland's insistence, actually. And I think he knocked it out of the park. And I think Judy Garland sang Little Drops of Rain and claimed that was her favorite song, even more of a favorite than Over the Rainbow, her signature tune. So Little Drops of Rain became, in her later life, I think that became her signature song. Obviously, the movie as a whole has problems. It had just no budget. It was just made with pennies. And they really focused, the most amazing visuals are mainly the backgrounds. And for the character animation, they did what they could. This was at a time where feature films for animation were Disney or nothing. I mean, this was even just long before Don Bluth came on the scene. So, I cut them a lot of slack for this movie, but I think it's beautiful. It's just this little love letter to French, the modern, at the time it was called modern art, that emerged from France in the late 19th century, early 20th century. And it's just so beautiful. It's just lovely to look at. And lovely images and lovely music. The story is not the greatest. The characters are not the most developed, but they're appealing. And that's all I really demand of my entertainment, especially animation. I just want it to be pleasant and appealing. And anything else is like super duper bonus. And it sounds simple, but it's hard enough to make that. It's really hard. And they did it with a shoestring budget. Excuse me, I don't mean to keep hitting you. And Chuck Jones, he worked on it secretly with UPA. He was still with Warner Brothers at the time. I think they found out and used this as justification for firing him, closing down the studio. I'm a little hazy on the details. I need to look it up again, but I know that this definitely came at the end of Chuck Jones' stint at Warner Brothers. And it came at the end of what we knew as Warner Brothers Animation. And if only UPA had lasted. They did some really cool things. I think UPA, their mission was to create more of a design-oriented animation, and they did that in drove, and just great. But they sort of forgot that the cartoons had to be appealing as well. I think they're appealing to animators. It's like an animator's animation studio, but it still needed to, you know, be marketable. I think Gay Puri was an attempt at that, but it's still kind of an animator's movie. Although my daughter does really love it. And she thinks Mewsette is really cute. And she's named some of her stuffed animals after Mewsette. It just doesn't look right. I'm looking for a specific Ted Weems song called Heartaches. I don't see it on this list. Heartaches is such a good song. Oh well. We'll get to it. Oh, Darren says Coco beat Breadwinner in 2018. Coco was good, but I don't know. I think Coco was good. I would have voted for Breadwinner. I don't. They were doing something really different, and Coco was one of the better Pixar films from the last few years. Yeah, it's hard. At least it wasn't like Frozen or something that it lost to. That would be a huge injustice. But you know what? I keep saying this. Stop getting mad about the Academy Awards. They don't matter. They really don't matter. As you remember that article that came out on Cartoon Brew a couple years ago where basically every member of the Academy said like, yeah, I don't watch the animated thing. I vote for whatever my kid likes this year. So it's nobody in Hollywood respects animation, so there's nothing you can do to change that. Aw, Cherry Blossom just got a kitten. May name him Robespierre. Aw. That's weird. But Robespierre was so bloodthirsty and like from the French Revolution. It's such a weird name to give that cute little kitten. And Musette and j'entends forever. Oh, Nick says, bonjour, mon chéri. Ça va? Ça va. There we go. So I think I've got a nice musette here. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I think this eye is too big. It doesn't really give enough room. Yeah, that looks more like her. I think so. No tangents. Bold stroke. If I say it, it'll happen. No turning back. Victory. There we go. Sort of. As I'm trying to think of more things that would make fun t-shirts because, happily, my TeePublic store gets a decent amount of stuff going on every month. So I want to keep adding more designs and seeing if I can turn that into a regular revenue stream. Oh! Jonathan Chambicapia. Greetings from Machu Picchu. Awesome. Watership Down. Oh my gosh, that is... Yeah, that reminds me. Watership Down and Animal Farm. Yeah, I think Animal Farm would be on my list. Watership Down, I'm not sure, because it's just... Man, it's just sad. I mean, I remember reading the book and then watching the movie. I think the movie was pretty good. Like a pretty good interpretation of the book. I don't remember exactly the story, except it's about like a colony of rabbits trying to survive. And that's where when I learned that rabbits can scream. And it's horrifying. It's horrifying. But I'd have to return to that and see what I think of it now. Nick, glad you agree, Brave Little Toaster, for sure. That there's so much of that movie that is so ingrained in my brain. Oh yeah, The Great Chipmunk Adventure. It has such good animation. Just for that Girls of Rock and Roll scene. So good. I think that is the most appealing character animation ever. It's just, that is, if I could sum up my career in one animation sequence, I'd be like, Girls of Rock and Roll, that's what I want to do. I just want to animate something like that. That's all. And D-Man the Captain says, yeah, Animal Farm is one that deserves more attention. I also agree very, very much. Oh. Song of the Sea. Yeah, I think a lot of people know about Cartoon Saloon. Gene Deitch did some pretty underrated stuff, like his Nudnik cartoons. I'll have to look at that too. I'm gonna just make a little tab. Definitely. Eastern European animation from the mid-century, I'm all over it. Maybe some interesting Russian animation. I know I have a couple DVDs of like Cold War cartoons. Very interesting stuff. Does she need that little line? I don't know. Don't focus on the details yet. Okay, now I'm seeing a problem here. I didn't make her head the same shape on both sides. That might be a problem. Let's see if I can fix this. Let's get this tail done so I feel like I'm making progress. Cherry Blossom says, my kitten looks like Robespierre, but I'm gonna name him Jean-Tom because it's not a French genocidal man's name. I think that's a good compromise. I don't know, it's weird. It's like why did they name him Robespierre? It's like naming a kitten Stalin or something. It's just, why? Somebody's talking about One Eye, somebody talking about Thief and the Cobbler. Oh, Nick says, how about Thief and the Cobbler? Oh, yeah. Thief and the Cobbler is such a strange movie. I know Richard Williams had a vision, and the director's cut is definitely better than the version that got released. But it's still weird. It's still very weird. There was something in the commentary for The Incredibles, Brad Bird said how he really wanted to have sequences of sneaking around because that's the most fun in a movie, and too often you just cut to from one action set piece to the next. But sneaking around is the most fun part of that kind of adventure movie. And to me, Thief and the Cobbler is like sneaking around the movie. It's just so elaborately sneaky. Just I don't know how else to put it, but I feel like everyone's just like tiptoeing the whole movie. But it's been a while since I've seen it. Maybe now I'll appreciate the slower pace because I complain so much about how manic modern movies are. Live action and animated. Just everything is just shaky cam still. They're still doing shaky cam. Everybody hates shaky cam. Why do they still do shaky cam? Oh boy. Give her a third eyelash. Well, why not? Okay. Alright, Mewsette, let's see how you're looking. This is wrong. You're wrong. Yeah, it's still wrong, but let me see. Well, I've only got a couple minutes before I gotta skedoodle. Let's see. Ooh, if I can just finish the ink for this. Oh, that would be so great! If I can finish it up tonight! I'm not gonna stop talking like this! Okay, well she's kind of wonky up in this reference. Maybe... Oh, she's so cute. I love this. I love this so much. He's so cute. She's got a little split right there. Let's just do a nice fill right here. Let's see, what is bothering me? This is bothering me. Let's clean this part up a little bit. Get the right color, Joe. Get it together. Get your head in the game. There we go. Yeah, I have declared war on tangents. I will not tolerate them anymore. I have no room in my life for tangents. I know it's a controversial stance to take, but I can't deny I hate tangents. I hate them. I think they're the worst. They've been plaguing me my whole artistic career, and I just gotta take a stand. No tangents. I will not deviate from my hatred of tangents. That's funny to me. I'll stop with this. There. Okay, I think I got her. So she's got a couple more hairlines. They seem to go all the way up. Oh, that's good. Make it curvy. Yeah. I accidentally did something right. There we go. That feels right to me. Okay. Well, I've got 2 minutes left. I am just going to label this ink. And I'm gonna just drop in some white back here. So I think I'm going to finish her up later on tonight. And I'm gonna put her on a shirt. So look forward to that later on. And I'm so sorry to Pescando, who sent a very generous super chat. I will do Freddy. You know what? Before I sign off, I'm going to make sure that I get this super chat notated. Copy. Pasted. What? That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay, Fred Runner. There we go. I will do that today or tomorrow because that was a misunderstanding and I want to make sure that there's no regrets. So there's Mewsette. Let's look at the chat one more time. Nick, you got it? I went on a tangent on tangents, and that's why you're my buddy, Nick. And Cherry Blossom says, my grandma loves Gay Paris. She's only 68 years old, and she enjoys the classic cartoons. Your grandma sounds awesome, Cherry. Very awesome. There's a lot that Beowulf says, is Mewsette in my next animation piece? Animation project? She is in something. She's in this project I'm working on with my husband and our friend Zoran called Cartoon Cruelty. It's gonna be a while because it's just this silly notion that Nate had, and it made me laugh, it made Zoran laugh, and we all wanted to help out and make it happen. But Mewsette is in that, but she doesn't, it's not much. Just don't get too excited. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, I probably missed a lot in the chat, but I wanted to thank everybody for joining me, and I'll be back later on this week with a total request session, depending on when I get notes back for my job. But definitely tonight I will have this posted, and I was about to post the link to my TeePublic store, and I just minimized everything. Oh, for the love of Pete. Okay. I'm getting silly now, so I'm just gonna say bye-bye. You're all great. Stay beautiful.